The Gridiron, big game coming up on the weekend, so that's where we begin the Okanagan Sun. They handed out their year-end awards, that was last night, but of course the only piece of silverware they really want to put their hands on is the BC Football Conference Championship Trophy. Now to do that, they'll have to knock off the Big Kahuna Rams out of Surrey this weekend in a semi-final matchup and then likely travel to Nanaimo to play the Raiders in the title game. But up first, the Rams, who beat the Sun earlier this season. The Okanagan Sun have owned opponents at the Apple Bowl this season, including the regular season champion Vancouver Island Raiders, who the Sun defeated 23-19. On home turf, the Okanagan Sun chalked up 4 wins against 1 loss. That lone setback at the Apple Bowl came at the hands of the Big Kahuna Rams 14-12. The Rams now make a return visit to Kelowna for a BCFC semifinal.
They came up and beat us here in our park. We weren't completely healthy at that time, so we feel we're in better stead now than we were at that point. But ultimately, it's going to be a tough game. They got the outstanding offensive player in the league. Their linebacker was tight in the vote for outstanding defensive player. So they got some guys that can play.
Surrey's a great team. They beat us in our own park, so we got to focus on them instead of the final. So we just got to think about all the things and watch all the film that Surrey did to us and hopefully get better from the last time we played them.
Our record could have been better, but you can't ask for more than 8-2 and second place in a great league that we have. And any given Sunday, teams can win. Like Victoria beat Surrey last weekend. You never know. There's always games that you could have won, you could have lost, but we're pretty confident going into the game this weekend.
The Rams finished the regular season with a 6-4 record. The Sun scored 64 more points on offense and allowed 61 fewer points on defense. But the only numbers that matter now will be the ones on the scoreboard at the final gun.
Half of the teams in the country are no longer playing. They're done. They've gone home. It's starting to get down to that select few of the guys that worked at it and deserved it. And it all comes down to how you deal with that situation. Do you rise to those occasions, or do you shrink from it? And this is a group of guys that are going to rise to that occasion.
The Okanagan Sun finished second in the conference with an 8-2 record, losing to the Rams in Kelowna and the Raiders in Nanaimo this season. The Surrey squad has an impressive 4-1 record on the road and will look for their 5th win this Saturday in Kelowna when they battle the Okanagan Sun in a BCFC semifinal. Kickoff is 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Apple Bowl. So look at the awards, at least some of them handed out last night. The team MVP, Derek Mann, the quarterback for the Okanagan Sun. Dan Turek, a receiver, voted Rookie of the Year. Conrad Dewar, offensive lineman, gets the top offensive lineman award. Mac Winsue, defensive lineman, just started playing that position, great year. Linebacker goes to Justin Bellaway. And the most sportsmanlike player, Ree Henderson, a receiver for the Okanagan Sun. And the most inspirational, Jansen Towers, a running back for the Sun, had another great year. Matt Sherwater, receiver, had a record-setting season. He's also the scoring leader for the Okanagan Sun.